Periodically, I see a use of statistics which is so bad that I really can't help but share it. Behold, the intentional homicide rate by country. The 102 countries ahead of the U.S. all have various degrees of gun control, from assault weapons bans to total prohibition. The data doesn't lie. Gun control does not keep you safe. And there's the United States, right there at the very bottom of intentional homicide rates. Well, at least at the bottom of the list, which was truncated when it got to 103, right? Now, maybe there's only 103 countries in the world, and that everybody's here. The United States is really doing the best. But just noticing what some of these other countries listed here are, I'm starting to kind of notice a trend. I'm not really seeing a lot of progressive, developed countries on the list. Now, there's clearly not 102 countries listed there, so maybe Denmark and Sweden and all of those such places are like in the gaps, so to speak. So to solve this mystery, I decided to take the liberty of finding the entire list, which amounted to a little more than a Yahoo search. And I'm going to go through and read you the couple of countries that did a little bit better than the United States. Now, the intentional homicide rate per 100,000 in the United States is 4.8. Okay, so anybody lower than that, I will call out the name of the country. And for every country that had, since we were 4.8, that had a rate lower than of 1 or lower, which would be way better than the United States, when I call out one of those, I will hold up this little green Easter egg. Okay, so let's begin. I'm sure what we'll see here is only a few, like maybe, probably only a few countries, like maybe, I don't know, maybe like France and maybe a couple European countries, and that's probably about it. The United States was surely right at the tippy top of this list, right? Yeah, we'll see here. Let me get okay. Down here. Okay. Tonga. Well, all right. Oh, actually, that's what are those? Samoa, French Polynesia, Palau, Federated States of Micronesia, it has a few things here that aren't actually countries, like Guam. Guam would be that. Vanuatu, it's that. Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Monaco, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Germany, France, Belgium, Austria, Macedonia, Spain, Slovenia, Serbia, Portugal, Malta, Italy, Greece, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Andorra, Albania, the United Kingdom, Sweden, Norway, Latvia, Ireland. Oh, I'm sorry. Sweden and Norway were both. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. And where were we? Latvia, Ireland, Iceland, Finland, Denmark, Slovakia, Romania, Poland, Hungary, Georgia, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Yemen, the United Arab Emirates, Turkey, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman. Palestine's listed as a country. Lebanon, Kuwait, Jordan, Israel, Iraq, Cyprus, Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Maldives, Iran, India, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Vietnam. We are, as the name would be appropriate, tied with Thailand, right? Singapore, Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, Brunei, South Korea, Macau, Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, China. Well, if we extended the reasoning of this study, I'm sure in China everybody's walking around with a fucking Uzi, right? Since it's a lack of gun control which keeps a society safe. Except I always see these posts about how the Chinese have, like, a lot of gun control. Now, of course, these posts are always talking about how we're going to turn into a bunch of fucking commies if you know, we were to have gun control. You see, you can draw that conclusion when you're talking about China. But when you're talking about the intentional homicide rate, well, you just don't really want to mention that China has completely kicked your ass, right? Okay, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Suriname, Chile, Argentina, Canada. I believe you would pronounce this Martinique. Niger, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Sao Tome and Principe, Somalia, Mauritius, and Djibouti. So, tell me again about that impeccable record that the United States has with gun violence, and how well we're doing with our intentional homicide rate, how low it is. Again, tell me, what is it? Is it the gun control that makes it, the lack of gun control that makes it so good in the United States? Please, give me the secret to your amazing success. Tell me how the United States was able to manage such a vast accomplishment of having a lower homicide rate than Venezuela and North Korea and Iran. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't have we had a lower one than Iran. Sorry, I just got carried away there. But we did better than some of the third world countries, right? I mean, we're like We're like the 12th grade kid who gets cut from the basketball team, but he goes to the grade school and he can play better than some of the kids there. And he's telling everyone the secret to his success. So please, continue. Tell me about how bad those gun laws are. I'm sure that they don't exist in any of those countries that did better than we did. There were so few. What's the chances that they would have any gun laws? Right. So go ahead. Tell me more about how successful the United States has been with preventing homicide.